Hi guys, welcome to another Reddit Cheating Stories podcast. Please subscribe, like and comment if you like the video. It really means a lot to me. And now, let's get started with today's cheating stories. Story 1 posted by South Poem. I am leaving my husband today. He, 40, has been sleeping on the couch for 3 weeks now since he told me he wants to get a divorce. And I found out he has been seeing a woman for about 2 months. I know it is the best thing, we should get divorced, end this relationship that doesn't make us happy. But I am so mad and sad, he was fine with me until he got someone else. It hurts that he is not ending our marriage because we don't make each other happy, but because he has a new girl, 15 years younger than us. I feel that I can't compete with her. I know I have let myself go, getting fat during the pandemic, about 20 or 25 pounds. And she is so young, skinny, and pretty. I don't want to have sex with myself, why would he want? I am thinking all the times, all the things I could do different, but now it is too late. I feel I am in my lowest point and I don't know how to get back to myself. Steric01 commented. You are not the problem. I, am 58, also got traded in for a younger model, 17 years younger than my ex-wife. And it took a few years to realize that I was not the cause. I am now married, 13 years, to a wonderful woman, sex is great and life is good. Life goes on and you will survive and thrive. Time to see to yourself and to hell with your ex. I advise you talk to someone who knows what it feels like, as they will be able to offer a sympathetic ear. Rue_game4xx commented. Lose the sob, work on losing the weight, get yourself a makeover, evaluate your wardrobe, and gain back your self-confidence.
I hope you liked the video so far. Make sure to check my #1 secret for healthy weight loss by clicking the link in the description.
We all settle in, especially with the pandemic, and really forget about taking care of self, physically as well as mentally. I agree with the other comments, he would have left eventually. Better now than another 5 years down the road. I wish him luck with the Twinkie, but I wouldn't put money on it still working 6 months from now. Don't take him back. When he comes knocking, greet him at the door as a new person and say hell no. There are plenty of us guys that will treat you right. With or without a few extra curves. Don't know what you look like, but your mind is beautiful. You deserve better. I don't know you, but I can tell you're already 100% better than the 25 years old girl. She is so far beneath you, it's not funny. Keep your head high, hit the gym, exactly what I did and lost 15 kilograms but also gained confidence. If they cheat with you, they will cheat on you. That's their karma, always wondering what the other is doing. Sit back and laugh at the life he wants because it's going to be a glorious show. JNH daughter commented. Firstly, you stop that BS of thinking things were just fine and the reason he doesn't want you is for this girl. That's what you stop doing and start facing reality that 100% he chose you because you were safe, and he didn't feel he could do better. You were just a safe choice to him. People who take the time and become a couple and marry someone and seemed like it was perfect, then end up cheating and leaving means they had such low self-esteem. Or are actually bad people and knew that if they didn't tie down the first fool to fall for their BS they will end up alone. Or could be like your husband as a superficial prick who thought you were pretty and now that life has set in and your body and looks are changing, he wants an upgrade. Why would you want someone like that? Why would you think you need to compete with a young girl? You understand when older people pick younger people, it's not about you. It's about them and their ego. And them trying to prove to their insecurities that they still got it. Also, they like the fact that they can now brag that they caught the one that doesn't know any better. I guarantee your husband is trash and has been trash. And you have been ignoring his red flags, or making up excuses for his bad behavior.
Please click the link in the description now to activate your internal wealth DNA.
Trying to trick yourself into believing you all had a great relationship, when really you weren't. It's time for you to stop the BS and admit you chose wrong. That he isn't what he seemed to be when you met him. That he tricked you and lied to you, the whole time. Or, like I said, you just ignored his bad behavior because you thought relationships are supposed to be work. He needed to pick younger because no one your guy's age will touch him because they can see the fake insecure clown, who wants to have the power to control someone. Why don't you kick him out and go find a lawyer? Why are you allowing him to sleep on the couch? Tell him to go live with his mistress. Also see if you can't collect a lot of evidence so that you can get a good divorce settlement. And if it's someone at his job, inform his HR, I'm sure she's a subordinate. Stop blaming a child for your soon-to-be ex-husband's choices. She isn't the issue, he is. You are not the issue, he is. Get your divorce, be single for a long time and learn your worth. You obviously don't know it as well as you should. Learn to have self-respect and build up your self-esteem. If you aren't happy with your body, then do something about it. But don't blame yourself for him being a self-centered, There are many people who will love you and be loyal to you just as you are. Get your divorce. Hopefully where you live, the laws will give you a good alimony. As well as you should ask your lawyer about suing his mistress, some places allow that. Stop believing you married someone who was forever or who even respected, loved, or cared about you. If he did, he wouldn't have been able to cheat. Even if he didn't feel that you guys were working out, he could have showed you decency and respect to get a divorce first before having a relationship with someone else. This person does not love you, does not respect you, will never love or respect you. Stop being emotional and start being logical and think of ways you can get as much money from him. And like I said, see if you can't sue her. People need to start taking accountability for their choices. Especially when they cheat.
And if you want to receive a free sketch of your soulmate, click the link in the description now.
Careless Giraffe 5. Is this something to be worried about? Found texts from wife. My wife, 28, and I, 29, were married in the fall. We have been together now 4 years. For me, it's all been very good to this point. We had some ups and downs, but I really love her. And we want to start a family soon and buy a house. When we started dating, it wasn't the cleanest of beginnings. She had a FWB she was seeing, and I wanted to be exclusive. She actually said no to me asking to be exclusive. It caused me to back away. But after a while we started dating again, and she asked to be exclusive. Later on I found out her FWB was redeployed away, and it was only then when she sort of decided to be serious with me. It seemed like she chose having fun with him was more important than dating me. At the end of this I just decided to let it go even though it bothered me slightly. She was indecisive. But she was understanding about it all and did regret how it started. From my perspective, it also wasn't her fault because to my knowledge she was always honest about it. And I decided to be with her knowing the situation that happened. She only became exclusive when she knew she would be. The only reason I am giving this background is because this past weekend, my wife was coming back from a business trip. And I was using her iPad to play music and I noticed she was texting this same FWB. She had told me they do keep in contact occasionally, and I was fine with it. My curiosity got the best of me and I read through their messages. Most of it was innocent, like wishing happy birthday or random texts that nobody replied to. But one exchange made me feel betrayed and just sort of numb. A couple of weeks after we got married, he congratulated her. She accepted. But he says, "So now you're off the market." Too bad because I did imagine we would get one more chance together. She responded, "After all these years, you still think about that?" He goes, "Yeah, often. I miss it." She goes, "I miss it too. But I'm married." He goes, "What do you miss most?" She changes the subject. I get she mostly shut it down. But what a punch to the stomach in a way. I feel like she didn't need to extend the conversation like that. I know she didn't expect me to read it, but still. It just seems like such a lose for me. It's not enough to admit reading her texts over, but it does sting. It brings back the memories from when we first dated and her trouble getting past him. It seems like she still hasn't. There is stuff her roommate told me early on about them also that makes it all worse. But isn't that relevant, and she doesn't know I know? Would it be worth bringing up with her that I saw this? Or there is no real win here, and I should move on but keep an eye out? Virtual Choir Boy commented. I'm in my mid-50s. I miss things from when I was younger all the time. Doesn't mean I actually want to give up what I have now and go back to that. I've been married for 27 plus years. Occasionally, a memory of times with an ex will pop into my head and I will miss the fun we had that day or that night.
And now before going any further with the video, make sure to click the link in the description to discover the key to winning a man's love, attention, and total devotion for life.
Doesn't mean I want to repeat it. Doesn't mean I want to give up my marriage. My marriage is the absolute best thing that ever happened to me. There's no way I'd do something to jeopardize it. As soon as the ex-FWB tried to take it further, she shut it down. Up to that point, it was recalling the past. When he tried to take it in a direction that could impact your marriage, she shut it down completely. She's moved on from that life and doesn't have an interest in going back. She may fondly remember it, but that's about it. So what should you do? Move on. Maybe, if you truly want to act on it, talk to her about your intimate life. See if there's something she'd like to do differently. Explore each other. Just because you're married, that doesn't mean you have to stop having fun. Whambrain43 commented. She didn't shut it down. She gave him access to the intimate thoughts she holds. She let another man into a space that should only be reserved for her husband. And she still talks to him. McTaggarton commented. She shut it down. She talked about the past when the old FWB tried to make it more present tense, and she changed the subject. I don't know if you are a man or a woman, but women are taught early to never straight out say no. Because men can get violent and aggressive when they are rejected. Women have to find ways to say no without making men feel rejected. This mindset can't be thanked by all the predators out there. Lopsided_caller 7164 commented. You should be concerned. This guy is testing the waters with that interaction. He doesn't respect your marriage and is looking to see if his sexual needs can be fulfilled with your wife. So keeping a sporadic conversation going is a way to keep a foot in the door and find a weakness in her desire to remain faithful. Basically, when she wants fun, he will be there because he is already in the background waiting. Your wife is not innocent. She likes the idea that he still desires her, and it appears to be a big ego boost for her. She is playing with fire. Ego boosts can be addicting, and she may want to play her luck when the temptation is too much. Wanting to keep in contact with him shows that she hasn't completely let that go either. And she likes knowing that she has that ace in her pocket. She is treating him like a backup plan. Every text is stringing him along with the possibility that he could get laid. She knows that is what he is after. Sit down with her. Tell her how you felt then and how you feel now. Do not let her gaslight you. She ends the friendship, or basically, your marriage is over. Why? Because if she refuses to give him up or attempts to hide their communications in the future, she is putting him before you. And your resentment will only grow. You shouldn't be second when you are the husband. She should choose you above anyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. It is always a pleasure to share with you what I found on internet. And if you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing, like and comment. Also make sure to share it with your friends. It will be really appreciated. Be sure to get back soon for more Reddit cheating story every day on this channel. And if you want more, be sure to check one of these videos.
Get paid to do simple jobs on social media. Click the link in the description now.